Oops. Okay, here we go. Feels like it's been a while. Is it working? Moment of truth. I'm on a 15-second stream delay, but looks like I'm live. I do see people already here in YouTube chat. I also saw Nishu TV testing Twitch chat. So I should be live on both both platforms. It's been a few weeks, I think, since my last stream. I do appreciate everyone's patience. Welcome back to Bavarian Pole. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's Tuesday, Title Tuesday. So tournament starts in just over 12 minutes. And I'm excited. I'm hoping to play some good chess today. I might be a little bit rusty though, so I guess we'll see. Do let me know if the stream quality is good, if anything can be improved. I think the last stream I did, it was in Indonesia, and I was dropping like half my frames, and I had to cut it short. But yeah, no frames dropped so far. Connection looks good. Welcome back to Singapore Backgammon. Happy 65 months. Oh, let me fix the alert thing. Move it to the front. Enlarge it. James Black, welcome back. Happy 32. What's the poster in the background? It's maybe I can find the image. Chess Life cover. PogChamps 2020? Was it 2020? I think it was 2020. Images. Let me see if I can show it. Oops. I downloaded like a very low res version of it. Visit. The problem is it's hard for me to show like web pages within Proctor. So, this is a good image. Okay, save image. Wait, just take a screenshot. I'm really struggling here. I can't figure out how to share it on stream. It keeps downloading as like a weird file format. Anyway, the poster behind me, it was the Chess Life cover from 2020. I'm kind of in it in the center, and then there's a lot of other people. A lot of the players who played PogChamps were on it. So anyway, I have a little bit of time to kill. I'm debating whether to play a warm-up game or do some puzzle rush, or maybe just chill and chat, answer questions. There's a question about the Scala Gambit against London. I don't know what that is. Feel free to share notation if you're able. But let me adjust my volume. London is probably one of the openings I'm most knowledgeable about in terms of like theory and sidelines and just extents of my preparation. So it's possible I know the moves of the Scala Gambit, but just don't know the name. Yeah, I don't want to download any viruses during during a stream. Okay, so it's been so long since I streamed. I feel like I almost kind of forgot how to stream. I have my restream, my Twitch dashboard, my YouTube dashboard, my Proctor. There's a second camera. There was a whole checklist of things to set up before the game. Maybe I can share the most recent game I played on chess.com, which is this one. I played it either yesterday or 2 days ago. Was it yesterday? February 15th, 2 days ago. I beat a GM in 15 moves. By checkmate too. Checkmate on move 15 with black. My opponent is a very strong player, Alexander Fear. I don't think he was so focused in this game. And he walked into a pretty nice opening trap. I've caught a lot of title players in. So it's this Queen's Gambit declined exchange variation. And in this position, he made a very bad blunder, which on the surface looks very natural, castling kingside, but walks into to tactics, bishop h2, knight g4, and I'm winning back the piece. White tried to save the piece with king g3, but then g5 traps the bishop, and the king is just ridiculous on g3. Rook h1 was played, takes, queen g5. At this point, white should sack the rook to try and fight on, but f4 was played, allowing mate in 1. So hopefully I can continue crushing GMs quickly, but it's not always this easy. Oh, okay, we have the notation for the Scala Gambit. So I do have Twitch and YouTube chat open. This is a question from Twitch chat. Welcome to everyone watching across both platforms. So the main question was, what is my opinion on this line? d4, knight f6, bishop f4, c5, e3, knight d5. Okay. I've attempted to play this in some of the recent speedrun episodes. It's tricky and offbeat, and definitely can throw off some London players. Black gets some quick initiative. Queen b6, b3. Oh, but okay, this specifically, I'm not sure if I've seen take and e5. Yeah, it might be hard to share my opinion on this if I haven't analyzed it before. On the surface, it looks interesting. If this is actually playable and not just losing a pawn. I see the point. Like, black wants to play bishop b4. So bishop e5, I assume bishop b4, and is white already in trouble? Probably, right? Like c3, just take. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, if I face this as white, I'm not sure if I've ever faced this before. I feel like I've faced g6 in the past. But if I encounter this, I'd probably be considering c4. Check here, but this also looks very delicate for white. Maybe just bad. Pawn's hanging next move, the queen's attacked. So it's a double threat. Bishop b4 and pawn takes pawn. Taking with a pawn. Oh, that's interesting. I'd probably take a lot of time here as white and then just feel uncomfortable. Also, welcome back, Lorgan. Subbing for 40 months. Will I enter this position? Yeah, b3. b3 is what I used to play. I will say though, these days I don't play e3. I've been enjoying this d5 line, move 2. And this d5 just avoids that exact variation. But e3 is what most people play. Yeah, I'm reluctant to turn on the engine, but I'm also curious. c4 and bishop takes e5 pretty much lose. Yeah, white has to probably be prophylactic. c3. a3, but I mean d4 is attacked. I guess pawn takes pawn might be a critical line. Here, like d2, you allow some invasion in c3, but then maybe white's okay if you can develop and hold on to the pawn. Yeah, this is maybe what I would go for, and just try and weather the storm. Because knight e4 is also prevented. And that's a question, does black have enough compensation here? Also, there might be other ways to play, like there's bishop c3. There's also maybe leaving tension, just castling knight c6. Maybe some ideas of castling d6, rook e8. White's underdeveloped. Well, thanks for sharing. Alquitrix. Aliquitrix? Sorry, I'm probably butchering the name. I think I will turn on the engine just before a tournament. I won't want to be left like constantly thinking about this line, so I'm pretty sure b3 is a top engine move. Remember, there's a small plus for white after b3. cd4, ed4, and yeah, g6 is a main move. e5 is not within the top 3, so maybe it's objectively dubious. Okay, white should take the pawn with the pawn. Knight e2 I didn't consider. c4, yeah, c4 is really bad, allowing bishop e4. So take here. And white's okay. Probably a lot more analysis to do. Queen f3, d5. It seems like a rich position to explore. Also, I have the window open and there's loud landscaping outside the window. So, also the game just started. I'm going to close my window. Okay. Opponent has yet to move. I wasn't really paying attention to time, so maybe my opponent isn't paying attention either. Chat is hidden from my end, so that's the nature of Title Tuesday. Okay, we have a game. Yeah, the landscaping is like really loud. I apologize. It's probably louder for me than it is for people in chat, but it just started. Like, not the best timing. I see the mic. Yeah, I have a noise suppression filter, but it only does so much. Yeah, c3, knight f6. This is still prep for me. d3, bishop e7. It's a positional line. White has a bishop pair. I have ideas of castling and just being solid. There is actually a cool idea, queen g3, rook g8, which we're not getting. Very often black will go for d5, which I guess I could do, although there's no, e5 is not possible. Yeah, the bishop blocks the rook. Sometimes this could lead into some French advanced type positions if white gets to play e5 and d4. Other times there's a trade and a d file opens. I'm doing well on time. And for those that maybe don't pay attention, this is 5-0, so 5 minutes, no increment. So time is arguably more relevant than what it used to be when it was 3+1. Because there is a nature of dirty flagging. Like g3, bishop g2 is normal here. Just leaving tension. Can I go for this? d4. Might start with b5. Trying to be flexible, also trying to keep the tension. Sometimes against players who are prone to thinking for too long, then it's good to have tense positions. And d4 is interesting, but can I take? Just give white an isolated queen's pawn. Yeah, take again. We trade knight b4. There's a funny trick. Let's start by taking knight b4. So some tension is released. The funny trick is a3 queen d5. With idea to try and trade queens and then avoid any attack. I'm not sure about this, but let's do it. Don't see anything wrong with it. Maybe queen g4 will be played. But queen g4, knight c2, I can get the bishop. Okay, here I have to move back. Yeah, maybe this didn't really work out. There's f5. f5 is probably the way to go. It looks a little bit weakening. Maybe it's too weakening. Rook d8. d5 comes. Yeah, bishop e2 is a good move. f4. Huh. Gotta focus. Bishop f3, queen b3. d5, knight e5 is my calculation. Gets a bit messy. I do hit the bishop. Take. Just thinking ahead here. Rook b8. There's rook c2, maybe? Bishop b6. Oh, it's tricky. I take. Trusting my instincts. So bishop e6, I take on b2, queen c1, queen f3, threatening mate in 2. Okay. E5, take. Bishop h4, maybe. Take. Good move. Make things messy. Oh, there's rook e3. Okay, interesting. Man, I'm down on time now. I'm probably in trouble here. Got a little bit reckless. D8, bishop d8. White's queen is stuck though, but I also feel stuck. There's bishop no, bishop e4, queen f3. Oh. This looks terrible. So rook here I take, and it's okay. Bishop takes, I move. This looks really bad. Like king f8. I'll play this and this, I guess. Ah. Yeah. Tough finish. I didn't see how to defend f5. I lost control of that game. I probably have to be a little bit more careful. Like here, maybe just rook. No, rook. The rook c2 looked attractive though. Okay, I'm already worse here. To be careful earlier. Oh, what to do? What to do? Not the best start. Yeah, maybe here. I just have to be normal. Like knight d5. I didn't want to allow bishop d3, but just g6. That's fine. It's very positional. Okay. Moving on. It's a long tournament, so I don't want to get tilted too early. London opening. Yeah, this is a chess mood line. Queen e1. Have not encountered this. 95. Might just start with queen e2. Idea g3 and eventually 95. The main idea is to eventually attack on the king side. F5. It's a pretty direct and like easy to learn and easy to play type of opening. This black is enabling knight f8. Considering g4. I'll start with this. I'm trying to be flexible. I think the rook belongs on f2. Yeah, I don't really want to trade queens. There's queen c2, knight f8. Let's do it. Idea rook d4. Oh, I didn't see that. May not be in the best form currently, but okay, at least it's still a very playable position. Knight's coming to b6. Get my king in. I mean, f5 is still on tap. Might as well. Let's take f6. Even no. I don't think f6 is good for black. Take. There's king f8 or take. There's pawn takes as well. This forces rook h8. Or that. I have to play this. Oh, knight b4, take. Yeah, knight b4 I would take. We might see this and this, or that. Take, take. Hmm. Yeah, I'm probably not getting enough. It might be worse too. Almost b4. Yeah, rook b3, rook f6. And probably worse. Take, take. I think I have to hold my ground. Just play this. It's probably a draw. I'd love to find a way to play for a win. A4. If rook ever takes on a4, I'm going to win h6. I think. I think it's just a draw. Yeah, I can't do much there. What to do, what to do. I wonder if I could have been more ambitious. Like, this still gave me some chances. Maybe I was too quick to play f6. Like, maybe I should just keep advancing. Yeah, engine does not like f6. Oh, here I should probably like keep my bishop on the board to meet knight c4 with king c3. Maybe this gives me more chances. Anyway, okay, not the best start, but at least I didn't lose. I'm on the scoreboard. I have one draw. You bought a pigeon. Wait, is that directed towards me or someone in chat? I don't think I bought a pigeon. Sometimes pigeons have a way of just finding people. Anyway, yeah, during games I have chat hidden, so I'm doing my best to keep up with chat. Hello to everyone tuning in. If you're just joining, it's Title Tuesday. I'm streaming after a few weeks of not streaming. Recently got back from some travels, still recovering from jet lag. I want to take away like one opening lesson. My opponent played queen f4 really quickly, but I think they were out of prep. Yeah, so white's for choice. Bishop b1 probably wasn't necessary. Engine likes h4. g4 also playable. Yeah, I kind of regretted rook d1 after playing it. The rook does belong on the e-file. Okay, let me show the standings. So got usual strong crowd. I think my goal is to win a game. Let's start with that. If I can win my next game, I'll be on 50%. And then my later goal is to play a higher rated player. So that requires winning like multiple games. Fabiano 2 out of 2. Yeah, a lot of perfect scores. Thank you to the resubs who I did not acknowledge. Got C Kempton is back. Happy 39. Thank you, DJ God 79. Happy 1 year. So got A bit longer of a break. That game was shorter than my first round game. Oop. Let me close my... Okay, here we go. Okay. If I win this game, I get 0 rating points. Yeah, so I think I'm the highest rated player with half a point, so I'm playing the lowest rated player with 1 point. That's how Swiss pairings work. Okay, no Scala Gambit, playing d5. So very often this will go into some Benoni type position, which won't quite be like a normal London. And generally white is slightly preferred in these positions. More space. It can be very positional. The middle game strategy is very often to play prophylactically, clamp down, making sure b5 doesn't work. And I just want to complete development. Castle. Yeah, a6 is a sign maybe black is trying to get in b5. But there's 3 things controlling the square. And with knight d2, I'm over defending e4. So if b5, I can take, and take with knight or bishop. Yeah, bishop d7 might be coming. So I'm calculating bishop d7, bishop h2, b5, and then f4. Okay, g5 might be the idea. Kind of tempted to take the knight, plant the knight on c4. There's knight e8. There's a5 maybe. Let's play a5. So b5 is maybe playable. The calculation, I'm going to play rook a3, typical move. The calculation is en passant. Okay, b6 is the same thing. And I was thinking now I take and play this. There's queen c7, I want a pawn. Yeah, the knight on c4 is very useful. Attacking, defending, attacking. And both a6 and e5 are targets. Considering this, but yeah, this is a seemingly free pawn. d6 might be next. It smells like tactics. Take, take, take. Trying to calculate. Can I win material? Don't want to take too long. Up a pawn. I'd probably just want to consolidate. Like bishop d3 or f3. I was looking for discovered attacks, but the problem is if I move the knight, I lose a pawn. Briefly looking at b3, take. Okay. Being solid. It's actually a nice setup. Like everything defends everything. Now b3. And this allows me to move the knight and not drop a pawn. The square looks juicy. Yeah, black can't take without allowing the fork. And there's a lot of crevices in black's position. f5, h5, just kind of falling in or sliding in. h6 is attacked 3 times. Okay, this feels like my first smooth game of the day. Played bishop c4. Maybe this first. I want to play this in rook a8. A knight's pinned to the rook. The queen has to constantly watch the back rank. And the rook's also tied down to defending the knight because the pawn's not defending the knight because it's pinned. So I'm actually winning material here. Basically skewering the rook to the a8 square. Because there's multiple types of tactics in the position. The pin, the other potential pin. Nice finish. Okay, I'm even more on the scoreboard. Whoa, what did I do? Window just resized. Okay, I don't know what I did there. So I'm 1.5 out of 3. So it started with a loss, then a draw, now a win. Oh, should I turn on my heart rate? Or just make sure my heart is working? So one thing I forgot to do. Are there issues with the audio and video not syncing? If there are, yeah, let me know. I've sometimes had sync issues where it's like my end, where I'm using AirPods and things can get out of sync. But it can be, I guess it can be from the streamer end or the viewer end, is what I'm trying to say. Looks fine, okay. Yeah, sometimes if you're using like wireless headphones or earbuds, and there can be more potential for sync issues. Oh, YouTube needs to be refreshed from time to time. Yeah, that might be that's a YouTube thing. Again, for those watching on Twitch or YouTube, I'm multi-streaming, so you can pick which your favorite platform is. You can watch on both platforms. Oh, my thing is covering my other thing. There we go. Okay. Heart rate nice and low, 61. Do some quick analysis here. Next game will be starting soon. A nice opening. Okay, so Engine actually likes bishop takes e5. I considered it. But after 98, yeah, white has a good positional clamp. I thought maybe black has play, but... Okay, moving on. I'm black. I was white two games in a row. I'll play this line. It's slightly exotic. 96. So one of the ideas is to take on c3 if white would have to take back with the pawn. Wow, queen d5. Don't think I've seen this one before. First thing I'm calculating is rook b8 takes. Rook c2 I can take on b2. Interesting. Maybe preparing this. I mean, white doesn't have to take on a5. It's a stare down. It's hard for me to avoid the queen trade. Let's say white plays bishop e2. Like, I want to play bishop e7, but I also don't want to play bishop e7 because after takes, the b file is blocked. There'd be takes. I'm calculating. I win back the pawn with take on c3, take on e4. But then white would have the bishop pair. So, looking at knight c5, actually. Taking is also a candidate move. Even knight c7 is kind of interesting. Let's see if white actually wants to take the queen. Queen d2 looks normal. Okay. Bishop here. So don't think I'm scared of this, because rook a8, I'll eventually win back e4. Or I don't, because there's bishop e6. think that should still be okay, though. Bishop c6 comes. Position's still delicate for white. Interesting. Okay, if I have this, I'm down a pawn. I might just castle and play rook fb8. Go for compensation. Yeah, this feels like full compensation. Like exactly what I want, just pressure on the queen side. Some nice piece harmony. The knight actually makes a lot of sense on e6. It's one of the reasons to play this line is in the Marazzi bind, with white's pawns on e4 and c4, f4 and d4 are naturally more exploitable. Now, it is a bit strange to put a knight in front of a center pawn like this, but I think it's working out. I have castle, rook fb8, c5, that walks into bishop d4. So I'm not sure what to expect from white. Like bishop retreat, rook b8. Again, if rook c2, there's this tactic to take, bishop c3. I guess it would be equal material in the end. I'm up over 2 minutes. Okay, so c5 is coming. There is this. After c5, bishop h6, there's no bishop e3. I'm not actually sure if I want that, though. I probably do. This bishop's such a good piece. Yeah, I might as well. Interesting. There's this check. Wow. White is flirting with danger. a4. Here's d6. I want to calculate, but I should just play quickly. I could take and win the rook. This looks more fun, though. Take. Okay, let's be controlled. I'll take and take. Interesting. Rook c8, there was king b6. I didn't want to mess with. I want to create some mating net. There we go. Okay. Fun game. That was, yeah, kind of a weird opening, but made it work. This might be one of my first times playing this line in Title Tuesday or even on stream. Maybe I played it once or twice before. I was going through a phase of playing Queen B6, which is also a very interesting line. This line, I think, has a dubious reputation. Like, white is supposed to be objectively better here. But for Blitz, it's fun. Something different. Maybe some players not super prepared for it. So, it's 2 in a row. We do have a break. My Title Tuesday timer as an OBS source, so once it starts, I'll be ready to use the widget. Okay. Wait. What did I do? I swear I saw the timer start ticking. Did they reset it? Does Rosen read chat? Oops. I do read chat, but not during games. There's also a 10-second, or no, 15-second stream delay. But during the break, I can read and catch up with chat. Okay. I'm waiting for the thing to go down to 5 minutes so I can start the widget timer. 2, 1. Here we go. Okay. So that way, it looks cleaner now. So just under 5 minutes until round 5. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Oh, welcome back, Sonia Lang. Happy Chinese New Year. Yeah. Lent and Ramadan too. I do hope everyone's doing well. Let me know where you're watching from. I am back home in St. Louis. It's currently 10:46 a.m. I was in Indonesia for a few weeks. Got back a few days ago. I'm still jet lagged. Woke up at 4 something a.m. this morning. I got some breakfast, got some coffee. Actually, the coffee was it was a dirty chai latte, so chai latte with a shot of espresso. So I have some energy, but trying to channel it into some decent chess play. Got Zimbabwe. Oh, Kuala Lumpur. I've been to KL a few times over the course of my travels. It's a nice city. A few people from Germany. Missouri, Iowa. Wait, Missouri... Is Missouri a city in Iowa? Watching from the hat of Missouri, Iowa. Might need some clarification there. Argentina. Oh, Indonesia. Salamat malam. Almost selamat pagi. Okay, I should analyze this game. The opening was actually very interesting. For queen d5. Rook b8. Yeah, I played knight c7 to try and force matters. The engine is spitting out a move that I don't think I would ever consider. Knight d4. This knight looks hanging, but the idea is if takes, then I can take first and win back the piece. It's interesting. Actually makes a lot of sense. Because white doesn't want to take. Is Bangkok Open the largest event in Southeast Asia? Probably. I've never played it, but I can't think of any other tournaments that are like more notable. Oh, Iowa is Missouri's hat. Ah, okay, now I understand. It was like, because there was a comma there, so I thought, is there like a city or town I haven't heard of before? I don't think I've heard that expression of Iowa. Welcome everyone, watching from all over the world. Yeah, this is an interesting sequence. Like, I was down a pawn, but there was this nagging pressure. A lot of potential energy. Black's already for choice. King d2 just walked into tactics. Netherlands, Sweden, Paris, Texas. Paris, Texas. Anyone watching from Paris, France? Denver, Charlotte, South Carolina, Vermont, Kentucky. Oh, I was not paying attention to the timer. Okay, here we go. Next game. I'm trying to keep up the winning streak. Knight c6. I think it's c4. Yeah, there's takes in the queen trade. I lose e5, maybe I like win c7. I guess I could also take with bishop. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Say take, knight g4. Okay, not happening. I mean, taking on c6 is enticing. I think I just do it. A solid position. Very stable setup. Black has some weak pawns. If takes, I think I take with queen. And these pawns are going to be pain points for black. There's a bishop trade. Considering rook d1. Don't want to concede the bishop pair, but take. It's taking too long there. Yeah, this should be okay, I think. Actually, a lot of pressure on the bishop. Take. Queen doesn't have a great square. Queen h4? Huh. Take c4, traps the bishop. I just want to play positionally. I get the rook to c1, target the c file. e4 now. And this is what I want. Take. Okay. The game ended kind of abruptly. Actually, okay, it has officially ended. Yeah, I was expecting maybe a longer endgame grind, like I would eventually win a pawn and then hopefully convert, but yeah, I think my opponent just wanted to end the pain sooner. So, that's 3 wins in a row. At a slow start, but finding some rhythm. 3.5 out of 5. I might be due to play up next game. Also got some time to chill. Pretty quick game. Yeah, it's going to be about 4 minutes until next game. So we can watch... Who to watch? Fabiano against Arjun. It's a big matchup here. Just check the opening. King's Indian. Yeah, King's Indian is, I think, becoming more trendy. Like, it's been revived in the recent, maybe last year or two. Not only for Blitz, but also for classical as well. Okay, so they're both on perfect scores. Lights up a pawn. Black has files. I really don't know how to evaluate this position. I could turn on the eval bar, but sometimes it's more fun to like try and use my brain. Imagine white is maybe the one for choice. Maintaining the extra pawn. These are two outside pass pawns. Players are entering the endgame. Fabiano also down about, what, 25 seconds? There's still some compensation for black. This knight is super strong. The bishop exerts constant pressure against the pawns. Knight e4, nice move. So trading d pawn for d pawn. This is basically a true result game. Like, it's a question: can Arjun win this? Can Fabiano hold the draw? I would probably put money on Arjun. Although Fabi can be very slippery. Material's equal now. Time might tell the story. Okay, king f4 g5 is a plan. King g5, king e5. Wow, nice move. Oh no, my knight. Also, there's a wall. The king can't cross that file. Nice move, g5. g5 resigns. Bishop h7, I guess bishop d3. Pawns were too strong. So I'm half point behind Fabi. Check the standings. Games are wrapping up pretty quickly. So I'm tied for top 50. Although once these games finish, I'm yeah, definitely outside the top 50. I have the lowest tie breaks because of my start. Tied with Min Lei. Oh, I have the same points as Magnus. There's a chance I play Magnus next game. How am I tied with Magnus? I haven't played Magnus in a while. Oh, thank you, the Poisonous Flower, gifting to Chili of the Valley. I feel like those names are, like, are nicely related. I also feel like my heart rate is increasing just thinking about playing Magnus. Next round starting soon. Okay, not playing Magnus. Playing this person. I'm playing up. Here we go. D3, interesting. Looking at 97. I don't think the attack is working. Rook's tied down to d4. I'm trying to get rid of this knight. Let's see rook e1. Rook e1 f6, I don't think works. Rook e1, maybe rook e8, and eventually f6. b5. And this is what I want, just something positional, solid. Small time advantage. I'll play knight a2, but it doesn't quite work. I'm threatening knight a2. There's some knight g4. Knight g4, I'm thinking f5. Even f5 here is interesting. Considering these ideas. Defends a4. c4 now. b2 is a target. I want to win b2 and make a new queen. Hmm. Trying to take in rook b1. Here, rook b2. Yeah, very awkward for white. Setting up a trap. Okay. Oh, what? Wait, what? Just making sure I'm not hallucinating. My opponent just missed the rook was attacked. If I have time after the game, I can explain the trap. By the win, I'm on a streak. 4.5 out of 6. Yeah, so when I played, what was it? Queen c4. It looks like white can take, because if I take back, there's a perpetual. But the idea is I don't take right away. I play queen f1 and then take. And then the idea is there's no perpetual, because here, 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 I have queen f8. Take, and the king hides. Okay. So that's 4 wins in a row. Got some nice rating from that one. Am I still tied with Magnus? Or have I passed Magnus? Donde está? Oh, here's Magnus. So based on tie breaks, I'm 2 places behind Magnus. The same score. Could still potentially play him. But I'd probably play someone in the like lower 3000s. But we'll see. Thank you, yada yada. First time prime. I don't think we have that much time. Round 7 is approaching. One game going. Okay. Next game starting very soon. Okay, playing Svane. Hello, streamer, German streamer. Good luck. I've played the Svane brothers many times. Entitled Tuesday. Rasmus. Okay, London opening. King e7 is necessary here. I'm supposed to take. There's a reason why King f8 is not great. Is it c4? Maybe it's c4. There's an idea like that works against King f8 that doesn't work against King e7. And it has to do with the pin on the d file. Like the queen's not defended. So after a6, bishop a4, black can't take, because then I just take the queen. If the king was on e7, then I don't think this would be as strong because of takes. So a good start to the game. It's still definitely a fight. White is left to play. Take and there's bishop g3. Actually not sure here. Could take a knight c3. And black has some issues to solve. D-pawn pressure. The king on f8 prevents the rooks from easily getting connected. And also the bishop on c8. Okay, so take... Yeah, king e7 makes sense. Oh, there's knight takes. Calculating knight takes queen b3. Pawn takes, really? Now it seems like a very pleasant IQP position. Should be 3 coming. If the king moves back, there's e4. Idea knight f4. I'm allowing knight e4, but I don't think it's a big deal. Take. Let's trade knights. That's torture for black. What did I do? Just dropped a pawn. Oh, such a good position to... What did I do? Take. That's really bad. It's still playable. Got too careless there. I should put the king back. It's still a fight. Wants a draw? Or wants to win? Bishop c2. Okay. It's still probably a draw. Oh, there's rook c8. Rook c8. Oh, interesting. I'm playing for a win, probably. This is a threat. Maybe. Maybe not. No, 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 I can't believe it. Oh, I missed rook g6. Oh, what a sad game. Oh, chess is brutal. Oh, there is a stalemate trick. Please. Oh. I mean, I hung F2, and then I think you overpushed. I think it's so close to winning here for white, but it's still tricky. Okay, apparently that's not the case at all. Black's still better. But here yeah, it's a time scramble. I played rook F3 anticipating king F8. Rook G6. What to do? Yeah, it's such a good position. Should not be giving the pawn there. Okay, the winning streak comes to an end. Still a decent score, 4.5 out of 7. Yeah, my opponent was too strong to fall for the final stalemate trap. Playing Rustemov. Here we go. Rustemov had a good start to the tournament. I saw him towards the top. I've played Rustemov a lot. 17 to 15 lifetime score. No draws ever. And Queen C8 is like the theory move here. Queen B6 is not right, but why? It's this, I think. Yeah, there's some nice line, like take and then take first. Yeah, this is some very specific opening prep. I think knight d3 is the best move here. If takes, I take, I hit this and this. Oh yeah, knight d3, I take, and then b4, b5. Yeah, it's still opening prep for me. I checked this line a couple months ago. A lot of strong players like to play this bishop g4 line. I'm still going to have this bishop e5 idea. Okay, don't remember studying this move. Take bishop e7, b6. I'm not seeing the edge. Take. Queen c2. Queen c2, knight b3. I think I just go for this. Castle e4. Rook c8, rook c1. Some knight b3 on the horizon. And moving this rook, bishop f6 is not a pin. Bishop f6 probably c4. A little bit risky with the c file. Bishop a3. e5. Allowing knight b4, queen d4. Gets weird. Knight b4, maybe queen d2. It's tempting. This is super risky. It looks interesting though. Okay, makes sense. got the drawn position. Just needed like 2 more seconds there. Oh, what to do? What to do? Yeah, there's no way to trade the pawns. Like, a little bit too slow. I won the opening battle, but unfortunately, that's not always gonna determine the game. I do want to check though, like what the improvement was. B5, Queen A5. Fast move. Okay. Yeah, kudos to my opponent for finding it. I think I only checked like the knight moves when I studied this. But okay, I found the best reaction, Queen C2. Castle. Okay, C4 can be played right away. So I was better. At some point, kind of lost the thread though. What was my best chance? A4. Yeah, gradually equalized. I didn't prefer his white. I thought it was just equal at the time. But then, yeah, time situation wasn't great for me. What to do? This was a good move to make me think for a bit. Because if I take, then takes, and I'm losing. It should still be a draw, but yeah, the game kept going. What to do? So I'm 4.5 out of 8. 3 more games to go. We do have another break, actually, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, I'll just leave this timer up. Where's your green screen? Green screen is actually like still here. It's just not like extended. I was too lazy to put it up, so this is my normal background. Or my abnormal background, I should say. But maybe I'll keep it. I lit a candle. It's a scented mango candle, so when I get tilted, I try and take deep breaths, inhale the mango scent. Try and keep calm. Thank you, Patrick VF. Happy 37. Could you have taken the knight to sack the queen on move 14? I think I consider that. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. I don't get enough for it. Like, I get a pawn, but the rook just moves, and black is winning. Thoughts on the curling cheating scandal? I don't know what that is. I've not been watching Winter Olympics. Sorry for my ignorance. Life's been hectic. Got back home from travels. And oh, I have an announcement. I might save the announcement for later though. But it's a chess announcement. What's your favorite square on an empty chessboard? Usually I say it depends on the position, but an empty chessboard, Um, Probably the board itself is a square. That's my favorite square. But if you want me to say like C2 or just a single like notation square, I don't know. I think I would like to treat all squares equally and not pick favorites. 67 heart rate. Nice. Okay, less than a minute. I don't think I'm tied with Magnus anymore. I was tied with him for a couple rounds. Yeah, this game list is not updating. There was a time I had 4.5 out of 6. I'm 4.5 out of 8. I'd probably play down next game. Okay, moving on. I showed this actually at the beginning of the stream. Am I gonna have the exact same game? That would be funny. Rook h1, take, queen g5, f4, rook e3 mate. No. Bishop f5, I think, is one of the better moves. Supposed to take. Queen g5 still, probably. So material-wise, I'm up a pawn. Double h pawns, but the king's on h3. There's some funny tactic. Knight f4, I take on e3. Takes back its mate. Interesting. I still take on e3. It's some weird calculation. Take. Might be better off playing this. Yeah, there's a few candidate moves. Queen g7 as well. Leaning towards queen h5. The king's still stuck. Take, rook c1. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, let's play this. So I am threatening this. Potential pressure. If I get the chance, I might just clamp down with f5. I want to bring the other pieces into the game. Like this knight especially. Okay, rook e3. I said rook e3, but rook e8 attacking f3. Or attacking e3. I said f3 because the rook on f3 defends. Sometimes it's hard to talk and play chess at the same time. e4, wow. So take f5. Actually a cool idea. Let's go for it. Calculation is knight d6 and then... Oh, knight d6 attacks f5 though. I have this move. Maybe I do. Take... It's flirting with danger. Check. Okay, let's flirt with danger. So... I don't know what's happening. I should have just been solid, like rook f8, but... One of the ideas is if queen f5, I take, knight f2, the rook's pinned, so there's no rook f2, king h2, I take and defend, and black's up a piece. And then if knight f5, again, there's this knight f2, I was calculating king h2, take, rook g1, knight g4 check. Now I'm realizing there's rook g4, queen g4, knight h6 with a fork. Maybe there's other options there. Oh, I guess knight f5 there might be rook e2. Queen c4. Okay, that I was not expecting. Oh, there's queen b3. Ugh, queen b3. I have to take. The question is, do I save the knight? Probably. To play this? No. Wait. I can take. Ah, this turns into a mess. Rook gets trapped. Ay. I might be losing this. King h8 is losing. I have to play this. White has a draw, I guess. Can I play for a win somehow? Like queen here. Queen g6 is sneaky. Sneaky. If queen a8, it's made in 2. It's like a weird made in 2. Game goes on. Queen c8? There's no perpetual because queen g7. I think white has to try. Oh, but there's not even a follow-up check. How does white... There's this, I guess. King h2, rook a7, sack... Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah, that's a move. Take. Okay, we have some endgame, I guess. Down material. G4 comes. Oh, it hurts to lose that. That's what I get for flirting with danger. I flirted with danger too much there. Chose the wrong swerve for my king. What to do? Okay, 2 more games to go. If I get a chance to play a Stafford Gambit, I will. Try and at least end on some fun. Yeah, white kind of survives here. Bishop f5, best move. Oh, queen g5 was actually a mistake. I feel like maybe I've studied that before, but just forgot. All right, I've lost 3 in a row, 4 in a row. What round is this? Round 10. Okay, so 4.5 out of 9. 50%. Okay, having this line again. I feel like the openings have been like pretty good today. 95. Oh, the prep. Just bishop d3. We could trade. We could take maybe. Let's take. Similar themes to my other game in this line. Taking b5. I wonder if my opponent will play queen a5. Like Rustemov. It's a slightly different position. Yeah, that makes sense. Of this. I'm running h3 now. Yeah, the knights are awkward. Like, both knights are tied down to defending each other. So all I need to do is kick one of them. And I think I'm winning material. Also, I completely forgot this is a check. Can I just take that? Do I need to? It's a pawn. Wait, it's still weird. Bishop g3. Oh, bishop g3, h... Yeah, let's play bishop g3. Because h4 I take, there's a pin. Interesting. I could take either knight. First, I'll take a moment. There's a funny queen sack. Everything looks good. And this looks cleanest, I guess. I'm not going to mess with taking this. If takes king f1, I hit the knight, and I'm still hitting the rook. f6, bishop d4, I hit the queen. I probably could have thrown this move in. Might as well do it now. Check. I was calculating other lines where I can take, but it doesn't work here. There's Rook B1. Rook B1 might be the best. I take. I'll be up. I take. I'll be up a lot of material. I want to do this. I could also take the bishop. I'm up 2 pieces. I should have just played Queen D7 there. No reason to take the knight. Let's push. Okay, nice game. A nice way to try and untilt some nice London opening. This Queen A4 line. Yeah, for those that haven't seen my videos covering this line, like games or lessons, the main trap is if bishop d6, bishop a6, or if takes bishop d6, still bishop a6, and white is winning in these lines. But there's a lot of other lines where white gets some fun initiative, fun tactics, and this game showed the potential. Yeah, I don't remember specifically studying Queen b6. It's playable. It seems like I came up with a decent solution. Oh, that's funny. So b5 is the top move, and then best response is Queen a5. And again, yeah, Queen a5 only move. My opponent didn't find it. So if knight d8, I take with check. Then rook b1. Okay. So back on a plus score. 5.5 out of 10. One more game to go. Thank you, Brunswicker. Happy 3 years. Also, thank you, Mbov. First time Twitch chat says, I like your hair. Thank you for the compliment. I got a haircut 3 weeks ago, I think. I got some of this like styling clay that I sometimes like throw into my hair. So anyway, got a little bit of time. Wow. 4 players tied for first. Wesley, so Arjun. So it's Arjun against Wesley. And it looks like Wesley is going to win this. Yeah, this is objectively just winning, right? I think. Wesley wants to win on time and not in the position. Or maybe both. Take. Yeah, the pawn is too slow. GG. Oh, what's the announcement? Okay, I'll give half of the announcement, but it's basically the announcement. I'm returning to to over-the-board classical chess. I've confirmed my next classical tournament. But I might hold off until I say what that tournament is. I'll probably make some like dedicated YouTube video to preview the tournament. It'll be one of the strongest classical tournaments I've ever played in. Like, I think I'll be one of the lowest seeds. So should be fun, should be exciting. And I am hoping to do game recaps. How's it going, Joe Brune? It's not the candidates. Unless like players drop out and they need a wild card, then I think I'm willing to take the flight to Cyprus. There will be, I guess, opportunities for a GM norm, but to get a GM norm, I have to play well, which is sometimes a challenge. Okay, final game. I'm black. If e4, I play e5. Can we get a Stafford Gambit? d4, I'll play my usual stuff. Maybe I'll redeem myself in the Queen's Gambit. We have a Catalan. I'll play my favorite Ray Robson variation, c5. Yeah, Queen c2. Queen c2 is a tricky move order. So it makes me commit to something. So I've had this position probably a handful of times before. The plan is bishop a6, rook a7, knight d7. I just win a pawn. It looks like a free pawn. Okay, probably knight d7. The rook is sometimes a target, but okay, rook c8 is on tap. Queen e7 looks fine. Queen e7, knight f5. We repeat. Yeah, I don't want to draw, but I'm okay with repeating the position. What do I do there? Maybe knight d5. Yeah, so knight f5, queen d8, knight goes back. I'd probably play knight d5. Interesting. Yeah, not too many options. Knight d5 looks a little bit delicate, actually. Oh, knight d5 blunders a piece. So I can't play knight d5. So what do I do? Wow, I feel kind of stuck. Knight b8 doesn't work. Rook d8? Rook d8, knight f5, though. Like, it's a draw. Oh, maybe rook f d8. Okay. It frees the f8 square in case knight f5. I'm not sure if I have a threat with this move, though. You just rook b8. So I get off the diagonal. Oh. I just missed that. I have rook c8. That's not good, though. Rook c8. Let's try rook c8. If takes, I hit the queen and win the knight. And there's queen somewhere, f3. We have this superfluous knight's position again, which might actually work out in my favor. Like queen f3, rook c2. And what is white doing? Yeah, to be honest, I completely missed f7 was attacked. Queen f3, there's also bishop b7. Take and then the knight's trapped. Maybe not trapped, but the knight's stuck. Okay. Wait, what? My opponent maybe forgot bishop's move backwards. I guess it's still a fight. I could take the knight. E6 is a bit tender. But no, this should just be simple. Queen d6. Bishop h3, knight f8. So it's basically queen and knight for 2 rooks. Oh, white's still fighting. I think I just munch on some pawns. Put the king on g6. Am I scared? I don't think so. I'm a little bit scared. Should be 4. There's also this as a threat. Queen d2. Oh wow, there's some mating ideas. Oh, it's tricky. It's kind of tricky. Knight c5 maybe. Knight c5 looks nice. I might just go after f2. But then there's bishop e4. b3. I mean, white doesn't have that much time to hurt me. Rook b7's off limits. This doesn't really do anything. h5, king g5. The king might hide on h4 in that line. Okay, check and push. Okay, that's a mate in 1 threat. I do have g6 though. I'm okay giving away something, I think. take and then queen. Attacking the rook and threatening mate. Yeah, I got a little bit scary there, but got the job done. I mean, my opponent gave me just a huge gift in the form of their queen. I was probably in trouble after I lost f7. Not the cleanest game to finish things, but a game nonetheless. Yeah, maybe I should play queen b8. Like queen b8, queen c6, rook a7. Queen b8, one of the top moves. Knight b8, best move. Okay, knight g5 was better. Okay, yeah, I was much worse here. I wonder what my opponent overlooked. Maybe they just forgot, like, the bishop moves backwards. And I think everything was always under control. I should show it though, like if I queen prematurely. Oh yes, my queen. Oh no, my king. This is mate. Knight's pinned. So thankfully that didn't happen. Okay, so tournament's over. I finished with 6.5 out of 11. I think that's a par score. Definitely had some chances though, especially against the stronger players. Had some nice openings, but still not a bad showing. I did feel rusty, so hopefully I can wipe off some rust and come back stronger for the next one. Wow, Fabiano. Fabiano wins Title Tuesday. Better tiebreaks. Half point better tiebreak than Denlaz. Congrats to Fabi. Where's Magnus? I was tied with Magnus after like 5 or 6 rounds. He finished with 7.5. Yeah, subpar finish for Magnus. Did I finish top 100? My tiebreaks weren't great. 90th place. 434 players. Okay. So I'll be back almost certainly for the 3-0 Thursday, the next big tournament this week. I think I'll be back tomorrow for some instructive rapid chess. Probably play the Lee Chess Daily Rapid on, I think it's at 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Central. So stay tuned for that. Who is Eric's strongest opponent today? You guys played like three players over 3,000? Or 4 players? Strongest opponent was it Svane? I played this IM who I beat. That was my one upset of the day. Yeah, it was Svane. Svane and Rustemov. Yeah, so tentative stream plan for tomorrow, 1 p.m. US Central Time. If you're not in the US Central Time Zone, then you can look up the conversion. But that'll be about 24 hours from now. 24 hours and 44 minutes from now. Oh, thank you, Gary. Gifting 2 subs for a total of 500 subs to the channel. Thank you so much. Gary loves pizza. Gifting to Replay K and Sledgehammer. Yeah, I do appreciate all the good energy today, all the support. Thanks everyone for tuning in across Twitch and YouTube. Again, the announcement. I didn't share specific details of the announcement. I think I'll save that for like a YouTube video. But the gist of it is I am returning to over the board classical chess coming up pretty soon. So more details, TVA. Yeah, it means I have to start studying chess. Maybe brush up on my openings, start solving more. I did take a break from content for a bit between streaming and YouTube videos, but yeah, the tricks and traps speedrun will resume. I might record an episode later today if I have the energy. So stay tuned for that, and I'll be back soon. Adios.